Honorable Prime Minister, Ministers Ravi Rathiram, Barry Padarth, Saddam Hussain, Shaw Sobers, other ministers present, High Commissioner, Members of Parliament, colleagues, officials of NAMDEVCO, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really glad today to be at the opening of this agro-processing plant at Koba today. And I thank you, Minister Rathiram, and your team for organizing this event and, in a sense, bringing me here. Let me give you some sense of the genesis of this partnership between us in respect of this particular project. Among the defining characteristics of Prime Minister Modi's policies in the last 12 years as Prime Minister, two of them stand out. One, a deep commitment to farmers' welfare, and the other, a dedication to promoting the growth of small and medium enterprises. And today, what we have are those two strands coming together. And they come together in a distant land, in a way, a very close country in another. But they come together because as a foreign ministry, we support development partnerships programs abroad. And Prime Minister Modi's constant advice to us is, do abroad what you have proven at home, what you're good at doing at home. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is actually at the heart, at the genesis of this particular project. The idea was conceived initially in 2023 in general terms at the CARICOM Foreign Ministers meeting. And what we had in mind was this recognition that an SME project, a small medium enterprise project, which was focused on farming, would provide livelihood to tens of thousands of people in our partner country. And their role in the economy, their contribution to society, the centrality, the salience they have for the social fabric of any country, that cannot be overstated. So we accordingly sent a technical team to visit Trinidad and Tobago and prepare a detailed project report. That's our standard operational procedure. And we had the very good fortune of having Prime Minister Modi visit Trinidad and Tobago last year. Maybe it wasn't good fortune, Prime Minister, maybe it was you. But he came here. It was to me really fitting that he had the opportunity during that visit to hand over the machinery. And what we've had following up on that is a team from NABARD, Consultancy Services, NAPCONS, and the supplier agency come here for the commissioning of the plant. Now, I'm very confident that this project would help NAMDEVCO to source agro-commodities in bulk from farmers, process them, store them for supplying locally, but equally important for promoting your exports. And that way, what we will see is farmers getting better prices. What we will see is the consumer getting better products. And not least, what we will see is the economy, the market flourish. Now, as I stand before this project today, in your presence, Prime Minister and your colleagues, I want to share some thoughts about a particular institution, a practice in a way that we have built up in India. It's called Farmer Producer Organizations, FPOs. They are today delivering products to every household and playing a very vital role in increasing farmer incomes and in creating employment among youth. These FPOs help farmers to take their produce to the market and do it on scale, and to promote food processing sectors, thereby doing a value add to what the farmers normally do. Since 2014, when Prime Minister Modi first assumed office as Prime Minister, our government has established more than 10,000 such entities across India. And the strength of these FPOs can be gauged from the fact that there are 15,000 products available on online platforms, ranging from basmati rice and saffron and walnuts from Kashmir, to jams and apple juice from Himachal Pradesh, to millet cookies from Rajasthan, soya nuggets from Madhya Pradesh, makhana or foxnut from Bihar, peanut and jaggery from Maharashtra, and banana chips and coconut oil from Kerala. And I've left out a few other provinces. So I emphasize this point because I want to drive home the real potential of such projects. And it is, of course, our sincere hope that once this gets off ground, there is room for many more to come. In India, there is a tradition of cooperatives providing self-help among agricultural communities, not only serving farmers but also the dairy sector. In fact, cooperatives in a way have become a movement to enable people to access resources, to secure livelihood, and to participate fully in the economy. This year, I should tell you, marks the International Year of Cooperatives. And for us, it is also very fitting that we have a project with a close partner country, very special partner country like yours on that anniversary. So let me conclude by conveying my best wishes and those of Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the productive operation of this plant. We would be glad to continue to remain in touch. If there is, Minister, any need for further training or additional capacity building in relationship to this project, we will always be open. Once again, Prime Minister, I thank you for the opportunity to be present at the opening of this plant in your very gracious presence. To you, Minister, for making it happen in record speed, allowing me to come back within less than a year of Prime Minister Modi's visit, and to all of you today to join in an event which we, I think, all recognize as an important milestone in the self-reliance and the export capacity and in the farmers' welfare of this wonderful country. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Let's give another warm round of applause to Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar. Charity begins at home, but also success as well begins at home. This is a great success, and of course, the Brecon Castle agro-processing facility is turning out to be a great success. We are grateful for that collaboration between us here in Trinidad and Tobago, and also India as well. Ladies and gentlemen, she has consistently emphasized the revival of agriculture as a foundation block of economic diversification and food security. Her proposals for the agricultural sector have focused on modernization, reducing the national food import bill, and the empowerment of the local farming community. Her vision focuses on the importance of transforming the sector into a high value-added industry, making it a significant contributor to the country's gross domestic product. Ladies and gentlemen, for the keynote address, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Mrs. Kamla Bissessar, SC, MP.
Sir Ratiram, thank you very much for hosting us. We have just come from Port of Spain, We are now in Central, and then we'll journey further down into the Southland. And as you go deeper, Excellency, Minister, you will see more and more of the work that has been happening because of your help and that of your Prime Minister. So a very distinguished special guest, Dr. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs, members of Parliament, senators, members of the public service, the PSs who are here, officials of NAMDEVCO, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I say a pleasant good day to all of you. A short while ago, as I said, we were at Nelson Island. We were reflecting upon the arrival of the indentured Indian footprints after they crossed the Kalapani. Now we stand here at Jaishankar, where many of those same laborers began new lives upon the sugar estates of central Trinidad and right here in Couva. Indeed, Minister Jaishankar, it feels as though we are retracing today the journey of our foreparents. And so there is something deeply symbolic about inaugurating a modern agro-processing facility upon lands once shaped by indentured labor. Where raw materials once left the shores to enrich distant empires, we are now creating opportunity through enterprise, technology, and national development for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Today, Jaishankar becomes part of a new agricultural future for Trinidad and Tobago. After more than 11 years, the former packing house has been transformed into a modern agro-processing facility equipped with 3 fully automated stainless steel processing lines. It can now turn locally cultivated root crops, vegetables, and fruits into value-added export-ready products that meet international food safety and quality standards. Sauces, juices, jams, flours, and other products made from local produce can now carry greater commercial value and stronger regional and international market potential. This is agriculture driven not only by cultivation, but also by processing and branding, exports, and innovation. This facility also strengthens food security, reduces dependence on food imports, and helps build a more resilient economy. Because recent global disruptions reminds all nations that food security is indeed national security. It also tells our young people that agriculture is not yesterday's work, but one of the great industries of the future. Minister Jaishankar, it is fitting and deeply meaningful that India stands with us here today. We extend through you, sir, sincere appreciation to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, to you personally, and to the government and people of India for helping to make this facility possible through support for the advanced agro-processing systems we inaugurate today. In closing, I thank the officials of the Ministry of Agriculture, and in particular, Minister Ratiram, all the officials of NAMDEVCO, all those whose dedication and hard work helped bring this important project to fruition. And I say, may the Jaishankar agro-processing facility strengthen our farmers, Minister, as you said, expand opportunity, and help build a stronger and more resilient Trinidad and Tobago. When we campaigned in these lands, here in Couva and elsewhere in Trinidad last year, we said to you that we would deliver certain things to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we begun that delivery, and we say to you each time, promise made, promise kept. Today, the promise from India, India has kept their promise. Thank you, India, to your government and your people. I thank you all very much.